Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's breaking news channel, where we bring you the juiciest, most dramatic, and most heart-stopping updates from your favorite soap operas. Today, we're diving deep into the twists and turns that are about to explode on The Bold and the Beautiful next week, starting September 8th. Get ready, because this week's storylines are not only packed with tension, but will test loyalties, unravel secrets, and push every character to their breaking point. If you think you've seen drama before, brace yourself, as what's coming might change the game forever. Thomas draws a line in the sand. Thomas Forrester has always been complicated, a man caught between his darker impulses and his desperate need to prove he has changed. Next week, we'll see Thomas once again trying to be the glue that holds his family together, especially when it comes to his parents, Ridge and Taylor. He is more determined than ever not to let Brooke Logan come between them again. For Thomas, the wounds of the past haven't healed. He remembers too well the countless times Brooke has inserted herself into Ridge's heart, pushing Taylor aside and leaving the Forrester family fractured. This time he is standing firm. He wants his mother to have the happiness she has long been denied, and he sees Brooke as the single obstacle in her path. But will Thomas keep his promise to stay reformed, or will his desperation push him back into the shadows of manipulation and schemes? His history suggests that when Thomas feels cornered, he doesn't always play fair. The idea that he might resort to dirty tricks, just like he has in the past, looms over every scene he shares with his parents. And if Ridge falters, Thomas may feel he has no choice but to interfere directly. Taylor's relentless pressure. If there's one thing Taylor Hayes does best, it's fighting for the people she loves. This week, her determination only grows stronger. She keeps pressing Ridge for the truth, demanding clarity about his intentions, and refusing to let him coast along in indecision. Taylor is tired of waiting in the shadows. She wants Ridge to finally choose her and acknowledge what they have always shared. But there's a storm brewing. Ridge has secrets, and Taylor senses them. She knows that something isn't being said, something Ridge is holding back. And if Ridge won't tell her the truth himself, Taylor is fully prepared for Brooke to be the one who does. Imagine the drama. Taylor standing face to face with her rival, demanding honesty, only for Brooke to deliver a bombshell that Ridge has been too afraid to speak aloud. That confrontation could shatter everything. Ridge caught between two worlds. Poor Ridge. Or maybe not so poor after all. He's been playing this triangle for decades, but next week we see him truly unraveling under the weight of his choices. On one side, Taylor is demanding his love, his loyalty, and a fresh start. On the other, Brooke is reminding him of the passion, history, and connection they've shared time and time again. The pressure is relentless, and Ridge is stressed to the breaking point. But Ridge's problems don't stop there. We'll end The Mystery Woman. As if Ridge's life isn't complicated enough, his son will face his own strange predicament. Will continues to receive mysterious texts from a woman who remains hidden in the shadows. These texts grow more frequent, more insistent, and more unsettling. Who is she? What does she want? Every message pulls Will deeper into a web of intrigue, and his anxiety grows with each passing day. This plot line is simmering slowly, but the payoff promises to be explosive. Liam fights for hope. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer is on a mission of his own. His love for hope has always been messy, but this week His determination reaches a fever pitch. He is fighting hard to make her see that they belong together, that their story isn't over, and that Thomas is not the man she should be trusting. Liam's persistence creates ripple effects in every direction. He's challenging Hope's feelings, undermining Thomas's progress, and even testing the patience of those around him. The question is, will his fight for Hope win her back, or will it push her even closer into Thomas's arms? Thomas and Hope's complicated connection. One of the most fascinating dynamics next week will be the continued interaction between Thomas and Hope. Their bond has always been layer-red, part romantic, part emotional, part fraught with history. Next week, they'll check in with one another, and the subtext of their conversations will be impossible to ignore. But the real shock might come when Thomas learns about Hope's sudden engagement to Carter. After all, not long ago she told him it was far too soon to think about something that serious. Seeing her leap into an engagement with Carter could leave Thomas blindsided. Will he view it as hypocrisy? Will he feel betrayed? Or will this be the push that sends him back into his old patterns of jealousy and obsession? One thing's for sure. Steffi won't be left in the dark for long. Thomas is likely to confide in his sister, filling her in on the chaos Brooke is causing and the upheaval their family is facing. Luna's dangerous scheme. If you thought Thomas and Ridge's storylines were dramatic, just wait until we dive into Luna's plan. Luna has been weaving a dangerous web, determined to tie to her in the most permanent way possible, be getting pregnant with his child, or at least making him believe she is. The stakes couldn't be higher. Next week, the pregnancy test looms large. What happens if she doesn't see the two lines she's hoping for? Will she fake it? Will she manipulate the truth? Her determination is chilling, and it raises a haunting question. Is Luna driven by love, obsession, or something even darker? Lee draws the line. Lee, never one to be easily swayed, begins to see through Luna's story. She decides she can no longer simply accept what her niece is saying at face value. Her growing suspicions lead her to dig deeper, and what she discovers could change everything. For Lee, uncovering Luna's lies will be more than just a personal betrayal. It will be an attack on her family's integrity. And when she finds out that Sheila Carter has been involved in orchestrating this chaos, her fury will know no bounds. Lee versus Sheila has the potential to become one of the fiercest battles on the show, especially with Luna caught in the middle. Sheila's shadow. And speaking of Sheila, her presence never fades. She may not always be in the spotlight, but her influence stretches like a shadow over every corner of Los Angeles. Next week, her alliance with Luna, however secretive, begins to reveal itself. Sheila thrives on chaos, and this new scheme gives her the perfect opportunity to cause destruction once again. The question is, who will uncover her involvement first? And what will the fallout be when they do? The week ahead, explosive drama on all fronts. So what can fans expect as we move through the week of September 8th? In summary, Thomas will struggle between his better nature and his darker impulses as he tries to keep Brooke away from Ridge and Taylor. Taylor will keep pushing Ridge, desperate for the truth and unwilling to accept silence. Ridge will feel crushed under the weight of choosing between the two women who have defined his life. Will be haunted by the mysterious texts that refuse to stop. Liam will fight harder than ever for Hope, but risk pushing her away in the process. Hope and Carter's engagement will shock Thomas and add more fuel to the fire. Luna will take drastic measures to tie Will to her no matter the cost. Lee will finally begin to see through Luna's lies and prepare to confront her. Sheila will lurk in the shadows, pulling strings and manipulating events to her own advantage. This is not just another week in Los Angeles, it's the beginning of a new wave of confrontations, betrayals, and revelations that will shape the lives of these characters for months to come. Final thoughts. If you're a fan of the bold and the beautiful, next week is one you cannot afford to miss. The storylines are layered with passion, deceit, and the constant tug-of-war between love and betrayal. Every character is standing at a crossroads, and every choice they make will ripple outward with consequences no one can fully predict. From Thomas's dangerous determination to Luna's risky schemes to Ridge's impossible dilemma, this week promises to leave viewers gasping. So grab your popcorn, clear your schedule, and prepare for a roller coaster ride. Because starting September 8th, the drama in Los Angeles isn't just bold, it's absolutely breathtaking. We hope you enjoyed and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Days Breaking News for more updates on the bold and the beautiful.